Good morning, good evening once again. So, hi, I'm here just before starting the session, this small disclaimer for you all. All right. So, this is the agenda for for the today's introductory demo for Joule. So, SAP, who are new to SAP, just a 1 minute introduction for SAP. SAP is a German multinational, as everyone knows that it's 1970s being done. And then from there, we got to deal a lot of innovation happened on SAP's system from R3 to R4, or right now to whatever you're seeing in the cloud space, how it occupied and how it's delivering the global standard solutions for these industry specific needs and requirements for different users on different sectors as well. Right. So yeah, ZUL is the most advanced one in such buckets that we're going to use that. Yeah. So coming to very importantly on the ZUL job outlook, yeah, it's the most trending and hot cake right now because yeah, it's a recent one, but yes, on the because as old is moving into the generative AI or business AI kind of things. Okay. So ZUL is also one such a baby which was actually being done in SAP. Okay. So you might look for right now, yeah, there is a huge market coming out for that. But as in addition to that, you might see roles right now, as we are seeing right now, the SAP consultant. So you might get new positions for AI specialist, Joule AI specialist, Joule consultant, Joule developer, the kind of things you get into the circuit space. Now it's very demanding. We are now learning this one, so you might get into a huge demand wrap up for this one. Yeah, across the globe, not only from your space, but yeah, across the globe. So these are the latest salary trends which we have been given the market for that. Like a median of $101,000 to $180K. In the US market is what we have been estimated of. That is a Joule salary trend for that. Yeah, and coming to ZUL sector, yes, it covering a lot of sectors, but basically the major sectors that are concentrating is these are the sectors. Very importantly, finance, banking, the manufacturing, digital manufacturing, entertainment sectors, public sectors. These are the ones, healthcare basically. On the pharma sectors, all they're looking for it, where they need immediate solutions, immediate answers, like immediate resolutions, kind of things, where they're looking for that without any delays on that. So these are the main sectors which are grouping and interesting on this particular part, and there is a huge demand on SAP ZUL for that. Yeah, yes, I have been telling that kind of lot of things on that. But yes, what is SAP ZUL and what we will be understanding on this? Let's go into this one. Yeah, this is the course objectives which before I start for that. So SAP ZUL. So I'm just looking for the screen for you, just for a half a minute. Right. So let's explore SAP Joule today. It's an SAP's AI copilot that revolutionizes, productivity by providing the intelligent business specific insights and, the very importantly, the bold term, the automation directly within your SAP cloud applications. This is what SAP Joule does. So what is SAP Joule? So as I said already, this is the SAP's generative AI assistant. This is completely designed to seamlessly integrate across your organization's SAP ecosystem. Okay, so what it does, it will assist with your data analytics or data analysis. It will have workflow automation and it will generate the insights, like most kind of a chart like pop-ups to you where you have all the NSL interface, which is a natural language interfaces will be there. So that is what SAP Joule is. So this is generally an emphasizing efficiency expert is there who's called James Prescott Joule. After his name only SAP named this one. So this is built specifically to empower the users and the decision makers also to work smarter, and then you can leverage the secure enterprise data in this manner. Okay. So now when you go for what is that we have to know about that, what is the architectural thing that we have, a lot of things comes to our mind, right? So SAP Joule's key feature architecture, when I want to highlight, so this is completely AI driven, as I said, end to end AI driven. So this is contextual assistance will be there. So that is the reason you have to put all the natural language things also into it. And not only SAP, any integrated cloud applications you want to make it out, you are welcome into it. So you can do that for that. So this is completely NLP based for all the intuitive interactions, because it might take a lot of languages also. It might ask, it might give you the answers also. It is innovating in such a way. So all your real-time data analysis and personalized recommendations can be easily done. And cross-functional workflow supports will be there, like for finance, HR support, supply chain, pharmas, the procurement, manufacturing. So a lot of industries are covering in that. So wherein which you can get all these cross-functional support for you. And very importantly, this is secured and compliant with all the data privacy. So you might think that something I'm inputting will be data be gone somewhere else, or it might be played with something else. No, it's completely secure and completely compliant with the GDPR and CCPA standards, where which all the data privacy standards are adhered into it. Yes, now when we talk about the Joule architecture, so let me show you what is the Joule architecture, what it contains. Let me open my notepad. So here it is architecture I want to show you. So Joule generally leverages the SAP's BTP architecture basically. So you need SAP BTP access for this. I'll let you know what actually it needs for you to, like before you go for Joule's setup and all these things. So Joule basically it leverages this BTP. It's a mother for it, and not only that, it uses the SAP S/4HANA cloud as well. Okay, so this is a completely multi-layered approach. So where I'm saying multi-layered means it will be having importantly four layers will be there, in which you will be having your first of all the data management layer will be there. This is the main layer which integrates your SAP and third-party data. Okay, and then you have your application layer. So this layer, you will use all your interfaces, no-code agent builders, because we have ZUL Studio is there. So in which you will build lot of flows, automations, interfacings with all the no-code agents will be there. So that you will be leveraging through this application layer. And then you have your more important layer is data management layer. So in this data management layer, you integrate all the SAP and third-party data. And the final layer will be your analytics layer. This is the AA layer. So in this layer, you'll have all the real-time insights, all your machine learning, on NLP, all kind of this AI things will come and sit in this layer, wherein which interact with this. So this is your top-to-down approach, which I have just told to you, like this. So wherein which you have this multi-layered setup in which it will uses to interact with your based front end. Okay. So now to speak more on that, like when you ask, okay, fine, what are the core use cases I get, like into this practical benefits I get, when I go into this Joule. For example, if you take any cross-department application, I told cross-department application, the financial planning will be there. So it will request revenue forecast, real-time KPI dashboards on behalf of you. It's not separately you can do that. So Joule can do it and help you for that. For HR level, if you want to query for top performers, turnovers, how many recruitments happened this month, how many have to be done, these kind of things, Joule will easily answer. You don't need to depend upon someone else for that. Okay, and Joule can also schedule interviews. Joule can also like follow up on that as well. Let me tell you on that. Innovation is already there in that. And the procurement level, if you want to optimize the supply selections using real-time performance data, so we can use the procurement chatbots for the Joule. For the sales level also, if you want to identify the customer trends, to get the product recommendations, where actually I'm getting defaulted, where I can actually get into, you want to make some decision making on top of that for the sales and marketing. Joule can help you on that immediately. And it will also give you suggestions where you can improve it also. So this is what in the cross-departmental applications I'm telling. So it's come to business benefits. So let me open this one more time here. So when you come to business benefits, basically, let me go into this. It will increases the user productivity up to 85 to 90% of productivity can be expanded on the SAP Joule business benefits. The major thing, as you know, AI is replacing the humans right now, as everyone knows that. But yes, to run that needs humans again. That's a second story. But yes, it reduces the manual work through automation. So a lot of manual interactions can be reduced, and Joule can take it as a head on top of that. It will facilitate a lot of complete decision making also with all your instant and reliable data. So as I said, it uses context awareness, respecting your roles and responsibilities in data operation. For example, in the Joule, if I ask, I want to use this data for a particular user, it will not allow you. because it's compliant with SAP industry security standards. You can also block the data that someone want to see. The same it will also do in the Joule aspect one. So you cannot, there will be no any data violations on top of that. Okay. So this is how generally this will work. And not only that, for example, for ABAPers also, like, for the developers kind of thing also, if ABAPers want to do unit testing, if ABAPers want to understand what their code, where their code was actually being done for the build code level, what is their code deficiencies, Joule will correct that and they will help you on that. So it will speed up by 30 to 40%. It's not completely, what I want to say is like occupying a developer role, but yes, it will give suggestions, it will give solutions, it will give you the recommendations for, betterment of it than you think for days. For example, if a small bug is came, if you want to see for 1 day or 1.5 days, Joule will quickly resolve it for you, where the bug, and it will help you on that in a half a day or, on a quarter day, like that. So like this is how it will help you for efficiency. And not only that, for all the unit testing cases and all these things, you don't depend upon humans right now. So for the ABAPers who want to do that, they will help you on that. So such innovations are coming in the Joule Studio. So these are the total work. So it will understand your system, provides responses. You can have the diverse unified and user environments will be there, and a lot of experience with the precise information. So what are the information that you're going to get it right? It will get a more precise thing for that. Okay. Now this is one such thing. And compared to Joule right now, so you might be experiencing SAP Joule versus a lot of copilots and things that are coming in the other environments as well. Like if you guys know that, like there is Microsoft Copilot is there is a Google Duet is there. So now when comparing to these, how can SAP Joule can help you on that? Okay, so let me give you a small comparison so you'll understand what SAP Joule can actually leverage you on this front. So if you see here, let me write a small comparison for everyone's understanding. So if you can see a feature-wise comparison, let's say it is SAP Joule. It's your Microsoft Copilot. And this will be a Google Duet. Okay, so the core focus, if we can say, the core focus of SAP Joule is all the enterprise processes. I can say entire enterprise process. Okay, but here in your Microsoft Copilot, this is completely for 365 Dynamics. That's it. Okay. And for Google Duet, it is a complete, I can say it's a workplace kind of tool wherein which you can see all these Google Cloud-based documents will be there. So it was only for it's a workplace kind of tool where it will help you only for at the Google Cloud level and the document level. Okay, not for the enterprise level. It is very clear for you now. And then coming to the native integration. Okay. So why I'm saying is different is because people of different sectors will be there. They have to understand if there is any similar tools that are already working in the industry right now. So what can it does from SAP Joule? You have to understand it. So that is the reason I'm opening this bracket for you so that you can walk easily for your customers as well whenever you want to understand on that. Okay. So the native integration here is it is completely SAP ecosystem where it has all S4, the success factors, the Ariba, okay, and all the other things that has in the SAP, and it will support all the non-SAP asset as well. So now here it will be only being taken for your MS apps, Microsoft apps, okay, plus whatever the Azure cloud is there, that will be taken by this. Here, as you know, this will be only for Google apps, and then Vertex AI is there, which is one such thing. This Google Duet is doing right away for the native integration. Okay. So in the data context, SAP Joule has strong enterprise specific context will be there. So whatever you are dealing with, there will be strong data foundations will be there in this. Okay. Whereas in Microsoft Copilot, this is completely semi-contextual. It is based on your recent actions. So it will not be a complete set of data foundations will be there, whatever you are going to ask for the Microsoft Copilot. Okay. And Google Duet, it's completely limited business process awareness. So I can say semi-business process awareness. So you won't get complete replies from what you're going to ask for the Google Duet. Okay. And yes, coming to the custom models. because yes, we might want to see more into it, because yes, you have to do a lot of not only standard, you want a lot of customization on top of this as well. But yes, here in SAP Joule you have leveragement of that, so you can use SAP trained models plus partner LLMs as well, and you can custom your models as well as per your need. It's more specialized for enterprise process. Okay, because the others are just their broader productivity tools, but here it's an end-to-end enterprise process tool. That is what enterprise looks generally for. So I can say this is for your SAP trained plus LLMs. Both models are partner LLMs or entertained here. So you can easily train your models what you're going further in the AI space. Okay, this is completely, as you know, it's a chat GPT is there, it's an open AI. Okay, and you know Google Gemini also, this is a PALM palm tool is there. Okay, so this one, okay, this is nothing but which will help you on that. So this is the total broader scope of differences I want to enlighten you, because this is, you have to understand what Zool generally does with compared to the others one. Okay, because end of the day when you are working with Zool, so you have to understand that it's completely natural language interface. It has the embedded recommendations where you can deal with all your suspenders kind of thing. You can do a conversational interface to interact with SAP apps basically. Wherever automation is there, it will automate your repetitive task. Like for example, if you want to do invoice matching, anomaly detections, or you want to make month end activities, periodic ending activities, or generating the HR dashboards, a repetitive kind of things also, it will automate and it will save you time for that. So the end point you have to understand, it is not to replace manual efforts, but yes, it is manual workforce. It is to replace the repetitive manual work that is going to happen and taking time. So that is what the prime intention and prime focus where SAP or any other AI is now doing with. Okay, and very importantly, contextual data awareness is one of the important thing. So this understands the company specific vocabulary also, because some company to some company's vocabulary will change. So that is also there in the system. It will understand the company's vocabulary. It will respond to that as well. Okay, now yes, coming to the configuration level. So what actually needs for me to work on the Joule? What actually I have to be in to work with the Joule? So if you come here, let me explain this one. So these are your things. It will run on the SAP BTP. As I said, this is running on SAP BTP platform. Okay, so people should know BTP. Okay, so this uses AI Core, AI Launchpads, okay, business context APIs. Okay, and this is integrated with DataSphere, which you are seeing right now, the Data Intelligence Cloud, S4 HANA Cloud. These are the primary interfaces with them. They have other interfaces like success factors, Ariba, and whatever you are looking for that. So those are also there in that. But yes, this is the prime focus in which this will be built on top of that. Okay. The moment when you want to build a data application with Joule, okay, or the moment when you want to use a Joule to automate a business workflow, first thing you have to go for Joule Studio. So this is how it looks like. Yeah. So this is SAP Joule Studio, wherein which you can go for an application or an automated process or a business suite or a Joule skill, whatever you want to take it out. So if you want to build application, so based on that, it's all a navigational wizard kind of thing. You have to just put it. If you want to build an automated process, you can simply build. This is a studio where you can do everything on top of that. Okay. This is a suite where you can customize any suite applications or any code based thing that you want to make it. You can do it from here. Okay. This generally looks like this. If you can see in the screen. So this is a kind of studio where you can just, generally act. So just drag and drop, nothing to do. Just you have to know what your process should be. You have to drag and drop all those features. You'll put it, for example, if you can see in the right side, I have dragged and drop a certain ticketing based thing. So I created a service now ticket. When I create a ticket, it will put the URL and that's it. The moment when you create this, you will see the screen, the Joule screen, where it will gives you a pilot for that, a copilot for that. where it will gives you and it will activates for you a small kind of service now tool where you will ask ticket, it will give you the status of the ticket. Okay, small thing. I'm just showing you, demonstrating further. So this will again show you details like that. So the moment when you go for that, it will show you what ticket it has been generated, what is the severity, what is the ticket about. So all these things it will be done. It's all automation. In general, if you want to do this, you have to depend on some tool. You put some Excel, do that, collaborate it with some other people, add details in the Excel. Again, you track it. A lot of things you have to manual work on that. At least two people will be involved in it. So this is all end to end, completely taken by SAP ZUL in this scenarios. Okay.
Hey, ZaranTech now offers SAP corporate training. That's right. Train your workforce in SAP with our comprehensive program. We offer customized courses, certified trainers, and hands-on labs for both individuals and businesses. Our standout features: bespoke training, fully configured servers for practice, in-house materials, and a dedicated LMS. Plus, get session recordings and 24/7 support. From functional to technical modules, we have got it all. Choose ZaranTech for SAP training and watch your team excel. Learn, upskill, succeed with ZaranTech.
So like this, you can use the studio, but the studio is not free trial right now, is not there. Only the small instance is there in SAP BTP. Okay. This is completely, whenever you want to use the ZUL, you should have the ZUL license for that, first of all. So you have to create a SAP data application also. If you want to build it, you need to create a project. You need complete ZUL license for that. So without that, because that license you have to integrate in the BTP, then only the ZUL studio or other things will start working for you. Okay, in the free trial, SAP is providing, but it is still not active. That's what I want to comment on that. Okay, so yeah, from this studio, you can create a lot of things. So there is build code, build apps, build workflows. A lot of things are there from SAP BTP. You can leverage that in the ZUL studio segment, and you can create the agents and you can make your work easy for that. So this is what complete thing about the ZUL. So if you can see this, these are the things which you can get the use cases on the process automation or either customer support or maintenance or analytics insights. You can see that I just explained you a couple of things also on that which cause this SAP's tool. So there are a lot of things that you need to understand as part of the curriculum and everything. I just explain you. But yes, the prerequisites will be whenever you want to install your ZUL, you should have a ZUL license. Your SAP landscape should be a supported landscape for S/4HANA, because you have to confirm your solutions in running in a supported region and data center. Okay, so that is one of the important thing. And all your BTP, you need your admins from your SAP BTP global account, not the trial or local accounts. So you should be able to get admin permissions for your BTP global account, cloud editing, and SAP line of business support. If you see here, in the practical part, you can see this is my SAP trial account. See, in the trial account, I cannot see. If it is a, see, I'm using generally, this is where the entitlement I can do it for the tool. This is a global account only, but still I don't have it because the license is not impacted in it. So you should have a license for this to get into it. People who want to do SAP BTP trial, they can do, but ZUL cannot be directly do into it. So this is where you have to enter, you have to activate in your global account from your admin, and then the license has to be incorporated. Then the ZUL today can be incorporated for you and you can start using that as well. So there is an integration for that where your admin only will do. I think so you cannot do with the trial account, that one, where in which the cloud AD services as authentication is there, where you will register for the cloud product for your cloud or success factors, and then it will confirm your attribute mapping for that, and then you can run your ZUL booster on top of that. Okay, this is how generally will run in this segment. Okay, the trial was about to come for us for ZUL. I'm not sure, it was really not available, but SAP is forums are telling that is available. But yes, you have to do it through SAP build only. People who want to, they can try it. They can register for SAP trial account and they can enable the build, which includes the studio also within the BTP trial cockpit. Okay, once that is activated, you can use your ZUL features as well, including your custom agents or automation, whatever you want in the trial account. But yes, this also needs some of your admin help also for that. So you can take for that if that is really available on the global accounts perspective. Okay, so that's about ZUL. For now today, I'm open to questions. Yeah, before questions, I just want to say, this is the course content on the SAP ZUL. So we'll be going for the introductory part of the ZUL, and I'll be showing you how you can set up the ZUL for that. And then there will be technical landscape integration, security and data protection, how you use ZUL, what are the ZUL admin centers, how you monitor and troubleshoot it, and constraints and considerations of it. And in addition to that, we will be learning a lot of Joule things, like we will be how to demonstrate this cross-functional queries, how you use it in the multiple step suggestions, segments, how you add your UI, how you create your sample data, how you make that chartbots coming to your way. So a lot of things that whatever the industry specific, that when you go for a job, when someone expects you to do what I have to from the Joule's perspective. So those are all things you're going to learn as part of these training on that. So this is a whole level that was being kept on this. Detailed course content will be sent to you in a while. And then that is what we'll be covering. So this is for more of 30 hours training, which was scheduled for that. And the 30 hours, this will be covered. So when and what the schedules will be there once the nominations has been, locked for it. Yeah, I'm open to questions then for that. Thank you. Any questions?
So if we don't have a like a Joule license in the trial account, like how do we practice, or how can we? Is there anything like
this practice, we will provide you the server, like that is what we're trying to do. This for this training, let me tell you, it's not that there is no server. So from ZaranTech, we'll be providing you the monthly server. But someone from the support team will right now, pitch in and they will tell you. The server will be there for practice. Don't worry about that. Practical server will be there. Yeah.
Hey, this is Alok. All right. Well, we will explain the LMS here very soon, and then we'll also take questions. So if you guys have questions, raise your hand, and then we'll start taking those questions. Kebo, you can just unmute them, or they can unmute themselves and take the questions. But because there are so many of you guys here, you can ask questions one at a time. Raise your hand, and we'll unmute and go like that.
Yep.
Okay. All right. We are open for questions.
So in your first slide, you have mentioned about the layers, like the data management layer. So in the notepad, there are two data management layers, it's same data management. One is for it connects to your third party and then the SAP data. On the top database management layer, you're saying something different. What is the difference between exactly these two database management layers?
Right. So the top one, this is integration layer. It's not completely data management. I have written wrong. It's completely deals with the integration. You can write for that. This data management layer, it will take care of the integration.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions, please?
Yeah. I wanted to understand, does it's mandatory to have SAP BTP knowledge, or a functional consultant can learn this with ease? What's your thought on that? Or ZaranTech will take care of basics understanding of SAP BTP?
ZaranTech will not take care of that, but yes, this is not mandatory to have SAP's complete BTP, but we will be learning whatever I'll be showing for you here, right? So that will be enough for you to explore whatever you can do. It's not a separate BTP. Yeah, BTP knowledge is mainly important because it's tightly integrated in BTP. Just you have to understand some of these accounts and cloud identity services where you go and where you check, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Any coding experience?
Sorry, what is that?
Any coding experience required?
Yes, coding experience required means, there are a couple of things in us. For example, if you are using SAP build, then the BTP, then you need coding experience. If you are dealing with some of because we have so many things I told you. Build is there, workzone is there, apps is there. For workzone and apps, you don't. This is a complete no code kind of thing. So no prior coding experience strictly required to SAP ZUL because it's all our business use scenarios. People who are developing and, using the technical building on AI powered kind of things on the optimization tool, only they need the knowledge of it. So others, they are not required. People who are at the business user level, who are leveraging for cross-domain functionalities, who are looking for some other app creations kind of things, they can easily go with it, to build their application seamlessly without any code. But if you want to create something new on the ZOL that you want to make through Java or ABAP or JavaScript, then yes, you have to be familiar having some coding will be required that.
Okay. So basically, I'm asking in terms of a functional consultant.
No, functional is not required. Not required. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, hi. So suppose you want to extend further to standard apps accessibility or custom application accessibility. So does we need to write further Node.js code over here?
Sorry, I'm not getting a question. What is that?
Yeah, suppose example, we want to extend for the standard applications or custom applications, extensibility of the side by side. Okay. In that case, so does we require to learn for that to Node.js, or is that will be a Joule copilot will be suggested to write for that copilot?
Yeah, you're right. So that is something, you might use this, you will use the BTP here basically in such cases where you can leverage, but other development environments also there. So here from Zool side, it will accelerate you for your generating code suggestions. So it's not a replacement of your side-by-side extension itself. So you have to do the coding, but it will give you suggestions of it as an intelligent assistant to you. As I told, that innovation is still not there in the Zool. It will not write any code for you, but it will tell you what can be done with your code. Okay, as a side by side.
Yeah, if we provide for the any prompt for that also by the giving for the briefly explain about that prompt. Can it be?
Yeah. Because it basically functions as a copilot. It will help the developers, by giving some code snippets. So it will offer some assistance for you during your development of such extensions, what you said. And it will not replace the need to use your Node.js consulting or something, in the runtime environment, for actual coding.
Mm-hmm.
Because all your side by side, you have, these are all custom applications, what you're talking, that run independently, that are integrated with your main SAP stream. So these usually developed by your technical consultants only through your Java or JS or whatever it might be. Yeah.
If I compare it with the no code and low code is different, and the SAP Joule will be different, no? Or it's same in the same umbrella? Hello?
Yeah, tell me, what is that?
Yeah, if it is suppose we have a SAP Builder, no code, low code. Okay, is that the difference between the SAP Joule, or is it the same in that within the umbrella?
No, not different. Here it's completely what I want to say. Zool can help you in the no-code development. Basically, you have to use your graphical drag and drop UI builders. All these things will be there, wherein which it will leverage that. It will show some data in your copilots as well. Here you have the flexibility to interact through your normal language prompts will be there. There in which the AI generated code and workflows will take it automatically. So here both developers and users can get benefited from your assisted coding, but in the no-code you will be most of your programming knowledge you have to inbuilt it for getting the development landscapes or your apps to work on it. That's what. But here no mandatory coding for business users. Developers can use it to assist the coding. That's the only tagline I want to put it. Yeah.
Yeah, but in that case of suppose SAP no code and low code, there is a providing for the tested data for that one. So build. Yeah, yes. There is a providing for the tested data by default itself only. So that later again, as per the business requirement, we need to change for that data that way. So here in that same case here is there any Joule for that one?
No separate Joule for that, but no.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Yep.
So basically, like you said, like BTP, having BTP knowledge is a little bit necessary. So let's say when you explain any application with respect to the BTP, will you be able to cover like a kind of a briefing session on BTP so that we can proceed?
Not completely, but I will show you, right? Because as part of, for example, if you want to set up something, I'll show you steps in the BTP. So that will give you some knowledge in BTP directly. There is no briefing will be required. But yes, while going on only, the briefing will be done. You can assume like that, yeah.
Okay. So other question is on agentic AI part, right? Like where we create the agents and all to do some basic stuff and so build some application. So how many agents we can create, or what is the limitation we have, or how much? And let's say during the course you said that you will be providing the server for access, right? Like is that extended for a couple of more weeks or months, or is it like only during the course content, till that course content the servers will be given?
Right. That one will be answered by LMS team. As part of the agentic AI, I'll explain you the technical part. See, agentic AI in Joule, it's a new generation of AI capability. Like, the Joule moves beyond just answering the queries or providing insights here. So wherein which you can do all your collaborative multi-agent architecturing and, you can autonomous your workflow executions. There will be all role-based control will be there through your human oversights will be there. Like, through this agentic AI, you can demonstrate a kind of sales cash collection, as I said, like we want to generate tickets, suggest resolutions, or, make some communication drafts for the human approvals, all these kind of things will be there. As on totally, as it is Joule enabled at the organization level. So how many agents means, it's of the moment when you create and deploy multi-custom AI agents, like for tailored to your unique business needs, it will be having the studio's agent builder, which will decide for that. It's not that specific to one or two. Cannot say that. It all depends upon the moment when you create and deploy. The AI agent will be automatically the limit will be leveraged there itself only. So you can operate the infra and governance practices will be there, wherein which the maximum limit will be there as part of that. It's not that I will set or system will set for that. The moment you do it, it will be generally do it. There is no fixed cap. That is the answer for that, the Joule agents.
Oh, okay. So is it like kind of Kubernetes container based, or it's like it's SAP owned kind of container services? How it is basically like?
Right. So similarly, it runs on the BTP assets. So SAP owned. The architecture has SAP BTP. So it will be generally deployed and managed in the BTP's Cloud Foundry. But yes, if you want, rather than this one, if you want to make it Kubernetes, we have the Kaima environments also available, that one as well. So, which means it will handles the containerization and orchestration behind the scenes also. And users generally do not interact with Kubernetes directly in the scenario, because these are all running behind your scenarios. So if you want to understand more on the infra part of this particular thing, you can go for the other sub-accounts of the BTP as well. So because we have Cloud Foundry is there, we have identity services there, rather than Kluber cluster operations, these are all the most best ones which SAP BTP is already running for that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is the course fee for this? And
Alok will now come back to you on this.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So you showed us that the AI core is not available on the trial version, right? So do you have a CPA, EA, or a pay-as-you-go license that you provide us during the time of the training?
Sorry, which license you're asking?
For the BTP, if you need to have AI core enabled, we need to have either a pay-as-you-go or a BTP EA license, right?
Yes.
So are you going to offer us one of those?
AI core only initially we're taking, because a lot of costly thing in the SAP space. So whatever is there for the training, only those things we are getting into the license mode, and we are just showcasing those ones as well. Yeah, not multi ones.
Okay, so I think each license type has a restriction on how many AI apps we can develop. So do you have clarity on what you're going to offer us?
Means, I'm not understanding. How many apps you're saying?
So the BTP environment is cloud-based, It's completely cloud-based.
Yeah.
So it's not like an IDES where you spin it up and then you give access to somebody, right?
Yeah.
So which is completely controlled by SAP. So if you need access to AI core, you have to either take a pay-as-you-go license with SAP or BTP EA license. Right? So is one of these going to be offered, or are you just going to give us a trial account?
No. No trial account. We're paying for the license only. No trial account on this. Let me tell you.
Which license type is this going to be?
The Joule Studio license will be there in this, which will be integrated to the SAP BTP.
No, I'm not talking about Joule Studio. Joule Studio is available for free also. It's on the trial as well. I need to understand the AI core entitlement.
On the business AI, you're asking specifically?
Core entitlement on BTP.
1 second. Yeah, it will be there. So we will be checking and get back to you on the AI core will be there, entitlement is also there. But the licensed one or trial one, I am not sure, because I have to check for the possibilities in where it will be according for that. Because as you know, on the AI foundation services level, we include this core actually, which is a part of BTP, as you said. So on the limits, there is no publicly said, there is no limit of number of creations in this. As you said, there is no such limit actually being kept on this. However, what I see is that there are some practical limits are there for the subscription. Okay. As you have outlined now, there are some compute resource quotas are there. What I understand is first. So that one at the service instance limits, we might limit it. That's not that these many applications, not at application level, but at the quota level, this will be restricted for user. Yeah.
So is it going to be one sub account shared with all the users on the training?
Preferably, yeah. Because up to 10 active conversations is what we are taking for simultaneously per user, which is the limit on concurrency on AA core usage itself only. So that is what the limit we are taking. Sub account will be one we should be sharing with it, or else I'll try it. We have separate sub accounts also can be done with the admin. I'll just check with him. Yeah.
Gotcha. So whatever you're going to cover on this the course, right? So is there going to be an integration with the backend S4 system as well?
Yes, it will be there
through BTP.
Yes.
And okay, and we're going to be doing modeling and grounding as well, is it?
Yes.
What sets ZaranTech apart in SAP corporate training? It's our unique blend of expertise and innovation. We offer customized courses tailored to each client's needs, ensuring relevant, targeted learning. Our vast trainer database brings you wisdom from the best in the field. Need resources? Access our extensive training material repository anytime. We are all about measurable results, providing detailed student metrics to track progress. And we don't just teach, we build community. Join our thriving social media network, connecting learners beyond boundaries. With ZaranTech, you are not just training, you are transforming your SAP expertise.
Yeah, I have a question. Correct me if I'm wrong. What I understand from the session, this product we need to configure based on the business requirement. Am I right?
Yes.
And if so, what I assume it is a work like a copilot. Okay. So business is not aware right now in upfront what they are going to use, what queries they are going to ask during their working practice. So how do we take the requirement for the configuration upfront?
Right. So see, requirements will be seen. This is all actually aligning with the business goals basically, like, if you can see. For example, as you said, like how you take it. For example, if you want to show business some ready innovations, or if you want to show any industry benchmark that your current organization is struggling to achieve, like, cutting some of your cycle times, enhance the current user experiences, new automation opportunities that industry is now leveraging, which are not there in the current organization. These are all the ones which can be a requirement for you where you can go with it. There are, as I said, there are a lot of things that in the ZUL that can actually put. So it might be your cost reductions, risk compliance, or it might be your productivity gain, or, like completely opportunity specific where actually we can invest and we can grow, like kind of things, These are all things will be there. This is where you can actually convince your business for SAP ZUL. It's not convincing, it's actually been proving for the business to go for ZUL. So if you have specifically asked it, how can I give requirements and take requirements? I mean, that means for the ZUL studio you're asking, or from the organization you're expecting that, what requirements can be done?
Yeah, organization requirement basically.
See, org requirements will be completely based on the business, as has been already discussed on this. So it might be a key challenges which your organization is right now taking care of that. Like, for example, as I said, if you're in the ABAP part itself only, if the ABAPers are taking a lot of time in the unit testing and your deadlines are crossing for that, so SAP Joule is a solution there right now, which was showcasing and proving that. Or else if you have seen a lot of what I want to say, the innovation that you want to put it in your organizational lab. For example, it's a healthcare or pharma or manufacturing where you want to do it and make it done. So I say from SAP ZUL Studio, you can actually start giving the things through SAP Build, where you can generate a no-code, low-code kind of apps and, get this done through your single service platform. So kind of things. These are the things where you can organization can benefit. They can actually, integrate through the ZUL. So specifically, these are all, the licensing and, on the BTP platform where you want to leverage. There is a huge scope is there. I cannot say there is a limit. You can limit to itself only. There is a very bigger huge scope is there. The provisioning and integration level, the more you can start providing and integrating, the more you can get benefit from the ZUL as well. That's how it is going on right now.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I have a question. So during this course, as it is on the automation and different things, will we able to go for the capstone kind of project, or is it kind of just learning?
No projects. It's the learning only. Yeah. No project. Yeah. This is purely learning of 30 hours training. Yeah. Like induction trainings, you have capstone kind of things. No, there is no such kind of thing. Yeah.
Hey, hi, good morning. So actually, now ZUL is integrated with all the applications seamlessly, right? So can we create transactional data by just giving the required fields? Like you said, it is linked with procurement and different areas of SAP. So can we just give some mandatory fields in a PO, and can we create directly PO from the copilot? I mean, can we leverage in that way also?
Yes. Not directly in all cases. As of now, SAP ZUL is mostly to assist, guide, and automate decisions, but not fully to create your transaction data across all SAP modules on its own. So some creation is possible, like in the controlled workflows, whenever you are doing some ability to expand certain types of things, there you can do. For example, in success factors, Joule can draft a requisition or job description, a kind of thing. So these type of things we can expect from it right now. Yes, as I said, in the future innovation, it might take it. Yeah, but I'm not sure. This is recently launched, right? So yeah, this is what the limitations right now. But you cannot ask, execute my post a journal entry, create a material document, create a sales order. It will not do. It needs user confirmation or redirection to standard apps for that. It will do, but it needs user interaction for certain time. Yeah.
What's your key call to action for all functional consultants? Because I recently attended some SAP Insight tracks where AI are very seamlessly coming.
Yeah.
So what I would do for like one small giveaway? Yeah.
Yeah, it was generally definitely beneficial for all the functional consultant. Like, when you're learning the ZUL for, specific industries are also focusing, basically, as I told you. So functional consultants generally get a lot of benefits, when they do it, because it will ease their work as part of that. That's what I'm thinking. Because you can leverage your business process easily, you can guide clients, you can identify the use cases, propose the solutions also on top of that easily. So, especially for success factors or, for manufacturing, industries are mainly focusing. So you can get a lot of benefits. This is the thing which I can say. Because if you say for FI side, for example, if you want to show overdue invoices by region, or if you want to draft journal entries, ZUL can easily do that for that. So if you are doing manually, I'm just giving simple cases for functional level. At the level also, for example, if you want to understand how many late deliveries happened, if you want to suggest a PR creation, a kind of thing, it will help you. And SD also, as I said, sales orders and stuck in approvals, what you have to do, where approval structs are there, what is the next flow, it will take it automatically. So because you are asking someone, hey, approve, so ZUL will take care of that. So this is the benefit basically organization gets. It will reduce the manual intervention. It will reduce, because every single day I cannot ask someone to approve it. That part ZUL will take care of. So I can easily done, and it will be easily, the approvals also can be easily managed from that. That's what I'm giving. You have to think from the more broader perspective right now. So this is where the manual reduction is coming on. So it's not that it is completely configuring, it's not that completely doing something manual job, but it is automating some of the flows where manual intervention can be reduced more on it, where the time will be saved for it. You're understanding that, right? So this is where the functional call, what I said, will definitely help on that. If you start integrating to ZUL and giving you the processes and automate the flows, it will seamlessly free the business roadblocks and the business flow easily to the customer in a more brighter manner. So that's proved, because many clients started that it's proving for the clients as well. So that's what we are saying, a proving statement, not a expected or, a guy statement. Yes. Yeah.
I have one question.
Yeah, please.
So who are all eligible to take up this training and then put it into implementation? Meaning a person who is working on SAP in SAP area and success factors. So does the person need to be an architect level or just a functional consultant also? All
functional consultants, FI, SD, PP, HRPM, others, they can easily understand how we interact with SAP applications. Like, because Fiori or S4HANA, people who know SAP applications, Fiori, S4HANA Cloud, how to use it, how can define the business use case for ZUL, if they know that, and they can understand of very little bit of AI-based process automation, because anyways we'll explain that. So this is where I'm giving for functional consultant, this is the requirement criteria. For technical consultants, the requirement criteria will be, they have to know ABAP completely, and they have to know BTP integration for that, and that is the prerequisite. And for architects, the prerequisite is completely, they have to understand the SAP build, SAP data sphere, and external data source integration. Okay. And I am not in any of these buckets. I am a business user, but still I want to understand ZUL. Then the requirement will be, it should be a business analyst where they can understand the process and then tell the process to the ZUL. That's it. For all non-SAP users, Joule is not a general purpose AI. So it's an embedded into SAP app. They need at least some knowledge of SAP and some knowledge of SAP BTP. That's it. A little bit, which we will get conquered in the training as well. So this is the stage by stage requirements for eligibilities for the people.
So does SAP Joule involves any technicalities? Meaning, say compared to functional and technical. So how far it will be, we can leverage as a functional consultant?
Right, it's a good question. As I said, someone has already asked this question. You can leverage extensively, okay, not by writing code, but by shaping your business process in the AI mode. That's what I told someone has just asked. Very practical level, you can do it. As I said, lot of extensibility is there in this, either process optimization, or we can say use case identification, or workflow designs, insights, or client communications, testing, validation, collaboration. Lot of things ZUL can do. So this is a functional consultant scope I'm telling on the SAP's ZUL's perspective. These are all approved in the SAP ZUL for the functional level. Yeah, this will definitely and extensively benefit for you. Yeah.
Right. So this SAP ZUL came into existence since 2 years or more than that?
No, not 2 years. It's been last one and a half year only. But very recently, from July 2025 only, latest patches and upgrades are there in it. It's very just in this month only.
But you know, I mean, what are the possibilities of landing into a job in SAP ZUL without experience? Meaning, you know, like, so we all get trained, and then how can we go and land into a job?
Yeah, see, it's not that these days now, because ZUL is a new one, everyone knows that. We can't say 10, 15 years of experience in ZUL basically. But yes, what we generally job market see is, as a business process expert or as a functional expert, how come you leverage the new tool is what generally they look into it. So that's what, if you know the tool, if you already worked on tool little bit without experience is okay still. But if you understand the best shot of it, how can actually it position myself, you know, as a process owner, how can I bring difference as a process owner to the organization by using or leveraging SAP ZUL is what the bold statement there. So there it will gives you the job market. That's what.
I know. I have even learned about it that there is no certification in ZUL, right?
Right. No, currently there is no certification. Yeah.
Yeah, but then how do clients, you know, like pick up the resume? If suppose, you know, if you claim, say, maybe not even experience, without experience, but just knowledge, how will it convince the client?
You won't have a traditional certification, but you can do SAP generative AI certification is there that can help you on this if you really are looking for a kind of certification. It's a, if you are saying the course has been completed means, you know, like it's SAP is generally give you official digital badge for that, a record of achievement, a kind of thing like that where you get from SAP, from the ZaranTech as well. So that is the thing. If you say you are trained in SAP ZUL, that is the only thing you can resume can be easily picked up. That's it. Yeah. There is no
after getting trained, after getting trained from ZaranTech, okay, like the complete course. So will this knowledge help us in getting a job or applying?
Definitely.
In what way? Meaning, you know, it is just a theoretical knowledge, right?
No. I'm showing practical, right? What theoretical? You're going a lot of practicals in this. I'll show everything practical. No PPTs, nothing. I won't run any PPT here. Day 1 to day 30, everything practical. No PPTs.
But no certification and no project, right?
Certification in the sense means SAP is not giving that, right? So you can have your course completion certification will be there, which can be leveraged by you in your profile as well. That can be done, yeah.
Correct, but you will be showing us all the configuration and everything.
Also, basically, right? I'll show whatever SAP ZUL is required in the content. I'm going to show everything to you. So it will be, that's what I'm saying. It's a job-based training only. It's not something we talk in PPTs and show. That is not required. You can read in the web as well. So practically, we will train you what is required for ZUL, what can be done in the ZUL, the scenarios, everything. You will see that here. Then you will understand. You will create something. You will have something. You will understand. You will get complete knowledge of it. And you'll get a confidence on that. So that's what I'm saying. It's not only something you're learning out of the books on what you have in the web.
All right. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, so I have a question. Yeah. So I'm Ariba consultant and don't have any prior knowledge on BTP. How this course will help me?
Definitely, this will help you a lot. It doesn't mean that don't have BTP knowledge. As I said, you know, when you go for learning ZUL, the initial things, whatever the standard setup, that will automatically take you there. Because you can, even without BTP knowledge also you can learn, because you're as you know, Ariba, how you can design the ZUL to be used for your functional driven concept is what you have to concentrate. That's what you can more concentrate in this training, because it's an embedded. ZUL is an embedded in SAP. Like, you know, I as it is for Ariba, you don't need to build BTP services here. People who are, I told you that people who are completely on the technical part, they have to more concentrate on that particular part. So it's already integrated in many cloud apps also through this. The ZUL Ariba integration also there. So you will be more concentrating on Ariba buying, invoicing, Ariba sourcing, Ariba supplier management. So you will be more focusing on that. So BTP knowledge is not highly needed for you, as of I know. Just only for initial things to know on that. Yeah.
Okay. So will you means presenting the Ariba integration piece as well on Joules?
Yeah, we'll be showing that as well. Yeah.
Okay.
I have one more question. This product is on the cloud base, right? This is the cloud-based product, correct? So in case I have an on-premise solution, so how will it also coordinate with the on-premise data to give the better result?
Means you want to integrate to on-premise?
Yeah, because we are using the on-premise, right? We are not using the, for example, MMSD, other part we are using on-premise, right? Ariba we are using for the cloud. So this product, when it is a cloud, how it will coordinate with the on-premise data?
I'll tell you that, like if you are using SAP on-premise systems, you can still leverage SAP ZUL directly or indirectly also, because there is a hybrid integration is there via SAP BTP, where you use SAP BTP as a bridge between your on-premise and SAP ZUL. So what you have to do is you have to keep your core ECC, or your SAP S/4HANA on-premise. You can connect it to SAP BTP, and then you can use your SAP AA core. Okay, the AA core and SAP ZUL APIs will be there. So it's completely prompt based. You have to enable those insights, and then you can access your ZUL through your Fiori or BTP based apps. So this is how this will be done. Your data should sit on the on-prem. So for whatever these integration things are there, so that needs to be done by your admin properly. So if the connections are mislaid, so this cannot be done. But yes, there is a solution for on-premise as well.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
But you have only on-premise, no cloud, then no, ZUL will not work. You should somehow,
generally in an organization nowadays, some application are on cloud-based and some application on on-premise.
Right. If it is purely on-prem like ECC6 or S/4HANA 2020 kind of thing without BTP, ZUL is not a solution. It should have something with BTP S/4HANA cloud. Then it will be easy for you to run your environments with your on-premise.
Yeah.
Directly, ZUL does not run on the on-prem. You have to understand that it is a cloud where you integrating your on-prem for your data. That's it. That will be possible.
Yeah, only it will go and fetch the required data from the on-premise and give the result.
Yeah,
right?
front end will be again, your cloud will be there. S/4HANA BTP.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Another question, please. So how long is the training, meaning, duration of the training?
This is for 30 hours training.
30 hours training, and you will cover everything, meaning, B2P, access to B2B and everything?
Yeah, it will be covered. Yeah.
So, just having undergone your training, so will we get that confidence level that yes, we can go and then start working?
Yes, definitely you'll get it. Yeah. No questions about that.
Will you provide the recordings for us?
Yes, recordings will be available. Yeah.
Okay.
The LMS team will be there. They will let you know. There is a LMS thing in ZaranTech is there, wherein which you will get access to it. Every day, every training recording will be there on that. Every time, whatever I am going to train you, the recording will be there. So people who are absent or not available on such day, they can refer the recording easily. And we'll give you the materials also for that. The materials will be there in the online easily. Okay. And this support will be there from 24/7 support will be there from the SAP ZaranTech's LMS team.
So when you say the materials, right? So basically it is related to the class only, or like we...
No, not class. The additional materials for you to explore from SAP's standard best practice materials.
Say, for example, you just give some, practice some examples and all. Do we get the solution documents also the way you...
Step-by-step solution documents are there for every single module is there in SAP ZaranTech. So for this, we are also preparing for that. We'll give you the step-by-step documents with screenshots also. So don't worry about that. Yeah, that will be available. Yeah.
Okay.
But as of if you can go with the training and recording, that will be most enough for you. But yes, the documents will be there is what the answer I can give it for now.
Yeah, because the problem is that considering like most of us are already working in some companies and we'll have our own project priorities, right? So what happens, sometimes we ignore doing the practicing and all. So at least if we get the solution document, we can just refer through it later and then we can start practicing it.
Yeah, that will be there. Yeah.
Okay.
We all from the different backgrounds and we're working in different modules. So how particularly you are going to cover that? Suppose I need to know about the Ariba, MM, and someone needs to know about the SAP SD. So how you will cover that?
See, on the scenarios part, I'll cover. The rest all you have to explore. See, 1 or 2 apps I'll show because I cannot cover every single instance. So Ariba, one instance I'll cover because the core subject is same to all. How you replicate and how you realign to your business process up to you. So that is what you have to do it. So for example, if I show finance one scenario, material management one scenario, kind of Ariba, success factors one scenario, I'll show you. Rest all you can explore on that easily. You will get it easily on that.
And if we need something that help from you on a different scenario, will you be able to help?
Definitely, yeah, definitely. If the core participants are having some, we can just show you the scenarios on that as well. Yeah, that's not a problem.
Okay.